Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. XRP lawsuit update. Ripple lawyers argue the SEC publicly rebuked its own. Guys, I've told you this a couple of times already, but the next couple of days are going to be the most important days out of the entire XRP v Ripple lawsuit. Now, I think tomorrow I'll give you guys another small update as to what's about to happen, but basically, for all of you that did not know, there's two really important things. One is the William Hinman deposition. Two is the SEC's response to Elizabeth Warren, a senator, who put up a letter to clarify crypto. And actually, number three would basically be for a judge or anything of the sort, basically, to review the Ripple response and basically Ripple's request for further comment and just for investigation. I'm not exactly sure what they requested, to basically get rid of the motion to dismiss, or sorry, guys, pull through with the motion to dismiss and get rid of the motion to strike, which we talked about before. But those three things are really what's going on right now. And most of them, if not all, I hurt my fingers, are going to be pulling through, or at least making one or more steps this week, as it's crucial info. And for the date specifically, the William Hinman deposition is the 27th. The Elizabeth Warren deadline is the 28th, which, again, we might not see anything for, but there's a deadline. And the other one, we don't really know. However, it's a really timely issue, so we'll most likely see a response quite quickly. Then again, the judge hasn't been too quick with the motion to intervene, for example, either. And I think it all depends on other factors, right? For example, whether or not it will be relevant will most likely be based upon other things, which might take the judge some time to review, so we shall see. But it's important to understand that all of that stuff is extremely important for the near future. Having said that, guys, I will be giving you guys a more detailed update on the deposition and everything that we know thus far tomorrow, so make sure you stick around for that update. And for right now, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, are you excited for this week / XRP? Are you excited for XRP this week? Let me ask you like that. Yes or no? Put it in the comment section down below, and make sure you check out the Bybit competition. A link is down below for that one too, as there's 30,000 XRP to be won, and you have 2 more days to enter yourself. I would say make sure you check it out. If you don't like it, don't enter, but make sure you at least check it out. Might be worth it, might be something you like. So I'm just quickly telling you guys before it is over. It's the platform I trade on anyway, and if you're a trader, I definitely recommend everybody to check it out. I will also be making a guide on Bybit tomorrow. I was going to do it yesterday, but there's so much that I want to explain that I'm going to take my time here to make sure I do it properly, so I don't have to make another update in the next couple of weeks or months. Just want to do it once, proper, so you guys can always view back to that video as to how the platform works. All right, XRP lawsuit. Will the SEC taking on its own commissioner's statements backfire? Well, if you want my own prediction, I'm going to say yeah. There's a very good chance that the judge is going to see this and be like, well, how can you... Let's actually do a step back. The SEC basically gave out themselves that things are confusing in the crypto space, and I think the judge is going to look at this whenever there's a new hearing, or even in just letters, maybe, I'm not sure, and say for herself or tell Ripple and the people, how do you expect Ripple to be timely with everything and basically know it up front to know everything when even you, the SEC, the ones who are basically supposed to know, don't even know it properly? If you, a couple of your people in the SEC, which are people above ordinarily market intelligence basically, because even though they're not necessarily smarter than people, they have more knowledge about regulation and everything. If even some of them did not know it properly, then you cannot assume that any normal market participants could have or should have known. And even though it's not the SEC official opinion, it does give a little bit of a bad view, like, well, but SEC members are supposed to understand the laws more strictly, and if even those people couldn't really find it out properly, then how are normal people supposed to find it out? At least that's what sounds extremely logical to me, and I think this is one of the most key mistakes that the SEC has made, and this will really be their downfall, at least on this specific part. But again, not sure about that. It's just what I can kind of fetch and speculate reading all these letters and reading through just, logical statements from the last couple of days. So it will definitely be one of the highlights of this case once more. Now that the SEC has kind of fought themselves, it's such a funny freaking battle. It is Ripple versus SEC versus SEC. The irony, huh? The irony. Then there was also this article which I read. XRP gains could be limited until this happens. Want to quickly notify you guys saying no, there's nothing along those lines that's ever true. There's nothing that XRP is ever going to wait for, and gains can be limited until this happens. It's always a statement to just draw you in, lure you in, without giving you guys any facts or logic. Because think about it. The only thing you might say is two things. One, Bitcoin waiting. Or two, the lawsuit settling or something happening like crazy in the lawsuit. If you're telling me that a price needs to be broken to get to another price, all I'm saying is, duh. If you're saying, oh, we need to get past 65 cents to get to 75, duh, well, of course we do, because that's on the way there. We also need to go up past 66, 67, 68, and all of those ones into middle too. It is just a level that might have a little bit of an extra support, extra resistance, but even then, it's not crucial because Bitcoin is still king. And if the lawsuit gets settled, it's still going to determine the price regardless of any support or resistance that you might find close. Point being, don't let yourself get drawn in by all of that. And by the way, guys, I will be giving you all an update over on Twitter whenever something happens. We usually check out James, but don't worry. 9 out of 10 times we also share it over on my Twitter. So if there's anything happening in the lawsuit, make sure you follow TheDustyBC over on Twitter and you will find, you will see, and you will be good. Then Amazon set to accept Bitcoin's developed crypto strategy. Cryptocurrency sneaks to Amazon. I'm going to make a little bit more of an in-depth video on this later today as the situation is quite interesting to me. So Amazon has basically done a couple of things. They let go of a couple of new job listings in the crypto realm, which made a lot of people wonder. And I now have seen a couple of sources that state that in 2021, they're going to be getting their own digital currency out there, and they're going to basically go for a massive adoption wave throughout the next couple of months. All I can say about that is I'm really curious to see, but it's all just rumored, and we can't really take any of this stuff more than face value because we do not know. Then Elon Musk has message for Dogecoin holders who want to make a lot of money. The Tesla CEO, Elon Musk, ramped up his anti-fiat rhetoric with a Dogecoin meme inspired by the Matrix franchise. So let's quickly check this out. It just was posted today. And of course, the Dogecoin fans were extremely happy about the situation. At least that's what I fetched. He actually changed his little bio to meme necromancy while you wait. So, he's basically picking it up a notch by going a little bit more memey than usual. So basically Neo, I think that's Neo, right? Said, what are you trying to tell me? That I can make a lot of money with Dogecoin? And then the Morpheus Doge said, no, Neo, I'm trying to tell you that Dogecoin is money. Which I think was pretty hilarious. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just 11 hours ago. Still pretty damn relevant. Still pretty damn funny, though. At least I find it. And very often, by the way, if you just look through all of these freaking memes here, a lot of them are fun too. By the way, this is pretty interesting. Somebody said, I literally lost $9,000 from Doge because of you. Two things to say. One, you can't really lose money. If you lost money on Doge, there's definitely something wrong with you because I don't know anybody who's actually down on their Doge. If you bought Doge at 25 cents, 35 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents, that's definitely on you because I had it, let's say very far before 1 cent. I think the majority of the people I know actually had that. And you're not buying Doge once it's up that high. I think we bought some Doge at 5 cents though, but even that is still times 5. And that was a couple of months ago, or a few months ago, because a couple is apparently only 2, not a couple. I don't know, man, just a few months ago. Now, let's actually see here. What if I were to tell you that XRP is not a security? Point being, if you lost money on Doge, first of all, that's on you. And second of all, how? How did Elon Musk do that? Did he dump Doge? Did he say, oh, sell it all? No. He just wasn't as positive as before on it, I guess. But, man, I don't know how you can... You made way more money on Doge because of him than I think would have ever happened had he not been there. So, it's a 50-50. Bye-bye Bitcoin. It's time to ban crypto. Really heavy article title, by the way. Like, wow. I'm never quite understood why crypto are worth anything. Of course, the untraceable payments are worth a lot to ransomware hackers, cybercriminals, and money launderers, but dollars, euros, and yen are backed by nations' respective treasuries. If someone invents a cryptocurrency, any value is based solely on convincing others it has value. But is it usable by means of exchange? International banking officials say cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin are speculative assets, not sustainable, usable money. Yet the epidemic of hugely disruptive ransomware attacks in recent months, blah, 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 blah. You can already get the picture here. This is a little bit of a rant against cryptocurrencies because, well, they don't, I think, understand it fully. They're basically making this argument that cryptocurrencies are mostly not backed by anything. They're just basically thin air, idealistic driven, value is what you give for it type of things, where partially that's true. That's with anything. I mean, a government backing a dollar, for example, doesn't actually make anything really much better. Why? Because you, for example, don't really have the rules that other systems have. What I mean with that is, with Bitcoin, you know exactly what the rules are, and nobody can deviate from them. With the government, it's like, oh yeah, the government puts it out, so you know it's going to be accepted by other parties. Okay, yeah, but I mean, if they want to print more, they're going to do that, and you can't really stop it. I mean, if they have some in the back, you don't really know. It's not like you can really see, and so forth and so on. There's so much more of a trust that is necessary in your government, and I can understand if you don't really have that, or if you don't agree with their policy, there's nothing you can do about it, and there's no community that can do anything about it because, well, it is one single party that decides it all. And that's the difficult part here. Do you like a trustful or trustless system? Bitcoin, you're trusting in each other basically, and with the US dollar, you're trusting in one central party, which is your government or the treasury basically, to keep the value, to keep the ecosystem proper and whatnot. And a lot of people just prefer to trust each other or, you know, an entire world of people rather than just one single party to make sure that everything is fair. And so I can see where the value is derived from though, because you're basically trusting in nobody, which gives it value, or you're trusting in everybody, which gives it value, depending on how you look at it, instead of just trusting one party, which gives it value. So it's a difficult one. Use case, we can always debate about that one back and forth. I say it has use case. Some people say it does not. Then again, that's just an endless battle, an endless loop. Some people will stay negative on it. Some people will stay negative for forever. It's not worth our time to convince them that stuff is good. No, it's just an opinion that some people have, and they'll keep having it. So just sharing it with you guys that some people are like this, and just accept it at face value and continue on with your life. All right, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today.